Hi, my name is Stuart Chalk, and I'm the PI on a recently funded research grant in the US called Knowledger. Knowledger is focused on trying to build a piece of software to help the research community do a better job of research data management. Research data management, of course, is very different across different disciplines. And so the idea behind Knowledger is to try and build a system that is modular and can therefore be adapted to each individual researcher's specific workflows and perspectives on how they do their science. So in this channel, we will have videos about how we're building the software, examples of the different pieces of functionality that will be included, how we will go about getting the research community involved in this project, because as you can tell, if we're talking about trying to have a piece of software that can be used by many, many different researchers, that's kind of a big ask. And obviously we need to aggregate information from researchers about what they need to be included in such a system. So there'll be other videos on this channel about how we're going to engage the community and what the ecosystem is as we talk about it. But in this video, I just wanted to introduce the concept and talk around a few issues and topics that I think are pertinent in this particular space. So traditional ways that researchers do their science have been obviously more paper-based. And that makes sense because that's how research initially evolved. But we're in a situation now where not only is much of the data captured digitally, but there are many, many ways in which researchers need to integrate data from digital sources, communicate with collaborators or other authors on papers digitally, and there's a need now to really start focusing on doing a better job of capturing research data, because in many ways, we're now thinking about how can we take research data and actually do more with it, especially if we think about the perspective of AI. So with all that said, this is a big project, and it's a big project because it involves and is going to involve a large number of researchers from the community. There are only two funded personnel on the project, myself and my postdoc. And as a result, we can build the software, be predominantly building the software, but we need the research community to help us understand the kinds of tools, resources, services, what data they need to get access to, what workflows they do. And in particular, we need to address a very important topic that many researchers are having a problem with right now, which is, in a digital sense, can they keep their data secure? In a general sense, of course, research data, quote, should be made available to the research community because that's sort of the fundamental way in which scientific research is expected to be done. But obviously, there are many situations where research data is collected for either proprietary reasons and on specific grants where there may be collaborations with an industrial partner, for instance, and so it's not appropriate to release the scientific data that they're collecting. There are many other reasons why researchers, want to keep hold and be confident that they have securely kept their data. But there's also the conflicting thing of a movement towards fair data, findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable data, where many proponents are talking about inviting, if not encouraging, researchers to publish their research data in a way in which other researchers can reuse their data. And if you think about it in a general sense, if you produce as a researcher high quality data, then that's almost the best metric of how well you do your research, especially if others then reuse it and obviously publish on it, promoting it as something that is high quality in the context of whatever research activity they're undergoing. So there's a dichotomy here, and we need to build a piece of software to try and migrate research communities away from more traditional practices, which may not be very efficient and potentially can result in the loss of research data, to systems where preferably we are able to capture a lot of the metadata that needs to be with research data in the background and add it to the research data so that we help the researcher not only keep track of their data and securely save it somewhere, but also capture all the metadata that's necessary to accurately describe the data that they've collected. So we'll have many other videos on this channel going through the aspects of this project, especially what we mean by an ecosystem, and also predominantly how researchers can get involved in this project, which is a very, very important part of this research. But we will also have videos detailing how we're building the software, how it works, maybe issues that we have in terms of implementing different features, guidance on how this product could be used in teaching, could be used relative to data management plans, which are becoming very important in the context of funding agencies, for instance. And additionally, how researchers might be able to collaborate with such a product. Again, collaboration is a very important part of research. And yes, if you have a trusted collaborator, you obviously are happy to share your data with them. But maybe when you're starting out a collaboration, you're not so keen, in a general sense, to share all your data. So it would be really great within the Knowledge system if we could really provide an interface where researchers and the PIs that run research groups can feel more confident that not only they have an overview of the research data and even the research activities that are ongoing, but they feel they are in control of who gets access to their data. And so this is a very big project, as I've said, and we will have lots more videos. If you're interested in this project, you can get involved in many ways, and there is another video on the channel about how you can do that, because you are central to this product and this project being productive and actually moving the needle on research data management for the research community. Thanks for now, and I'll have many, many, many more videos discussing topics in this area coming up on the channel. Thanks.